Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be swatching for you my pink single shadows, or what I'm considering singles since these are not really in pots, so you can see what we have. I'm going to start by showing you these three, which I just point out were not really single shadows in the traditional, in their own little pan. So the top one is the shade Party of Five Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop. I am trying to finish it up this year. We'll see if I can do that. But you can see it's got a pretty warm, a pretty warm base and not a ton of sparkle on it. Sometimes it looks more sparkly when I swatch it than other times. The one that's just below is this Color Fix from Janessa Myricks, and this one is in the shade Rock Candy. It actually came as a 2-pack with this Chrome Flakes, which is in Confetti. Okay, so you can see it's pretty iridescent looking. So the Confetti Flakes is the one that's right below that. So I got this as a 2-pack because I had been mildly interested in the two of them, and I had a gift card and it was on sale for less than the cost of buying one to get both. So I decided to give it a shot. So far I like the Color Fix a bit more than the flakes. The flakes are a little tricky to figure out how I want to use them, but I haven't had them even a week yet, so give me time. Now I'm going to start swatching my regular single shadow. So the first one I swatched is from Judy Glow. It's called Opal. So you can see that one is right below the flake shade, and it's coming off a bit kind of white almost, but it really does have a pink tint to it in different lights. So that is Opal. Just below it is my other JD Glow shade that was there right here, and this one is Plum. So it's actually showing it quite purple on me right now. Again, this is one of those where sometimes when I use it, I feel like it looks sort of like this more mix between pink and purple that you can kind of see in the pan. But on my arm right now, it is making me look like a liar. So there you go. The next two shades, sometimes they seem very similar in my eyes and sometimes they don't. I still, after having them for a while, I'm trying to figure out the difference and how I want to use them. This is Terra Borealis from Terra Moons, the first one, and the one below it is Starburst from Terra Moons. So let me show you. So this first one was the Terra Borealis, and the one right below it is Star Sign, right? No, oh goodness gracious. It's Starburst, right? Because this one is Star Sign, right? I'm not going crazy. No, I'm not. Okay, Star Sign and Starburst. Okay, so you can see that Terra Borealis has a darker base, but on the eyes, I feel like I don't see as much of the base when I use it. So they look very different on my arm, but I feel like on the eyes, they sometimes are similar. So still trying to figure out which is which. I mean, I guess I could do one on each eye if I really wanted to, but then I worry they would look really different if I tried that. Then shade right below is this one right here, which is Rosette from Terra Moons. So I've done 2 orders from Terra Moons. So these two and this one and this one and this one. They were all in the first order I did. This Rosette is in the newer one. So I have Rosette, and then this is Shattered Stars. So Rosette is the second to last shade here, which is quite purple, and I like that. Purple is one of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes. And Shattered Stars, it's looking quite green here, but it has like this purpley base, and I like using it with my mauve eyeshadows or with neutrals, because it actually then looks more purpley, because you can kind of see in the pan, it's, oh, maybe you can't right here. Again, the lighting I'm using right now is just natural lighting, so it can have a bunch of different colors. You know what? I'm going to switch on my other light and see if that helps show them. Yes, I feel like you can see more now what I'm talking about, because it doesn't look just green. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff happening in it. Let's see now on my arm. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep the light on now. So let me go back over. So we had Party of Five, and then we had the Chrome Flakes in Rock Candy. Then we had Confetti for the Chrome Flakes, and you can see it's much more pinky and all looking now. And then we had Opal, which again, you can see more of the pink, and you can also see a bit of the blue that is in it. It's definitely a very cool tone shade. All right, now there's Plum, looking a lot more purple base with the sparkle on top. Then we have Terra Borealis. So it's kind of like an amped up blue-brown shade. Then we have the Star Burst, which is just looking very sparkly, but you can see the base there is still kind of a pinky purple. And then we have Rosette, which again, purple base, but then it's got blue on top of it. And then Shattered Stars, you can see a bit more I was talking about, where it has a lot more color than just the green. It's almost like gold and other kinds of neutral tones, and with that purple base. Continue swatching, and what I did, because this shade is from ColourPop and it's Mr. Sandman, and it's actually very similar to my Super Shock, and I want to show you. So the first shade swatched is actually the Party of Five Super Shock. There we go. So there's the Party of Five, and right underneath it is Mr. Sandman. So you can see that they're pretty similar. Maybe Party of Five is a little more pink, and Mr. Sandman's a little bit more brown based, but pretty similar. Underneath, these two shades right here are both Iridescence from a brand that's not around anymore. And this purple I'm going to be swatching later, so hold on. Then I have this pink shade also from that brand. So that's that first bright pink shade right there. And I love it because it's so sparkly on the eyes too, not just in a swatch. Then I have this ColourPop shade, which is Paradiso. Paradiso, I'm not sure how they actually say it, but I say usually Paradiso. And it doesn't actually have the sparkles in it, that's just from swatching the other shades, but I like using it as a base for these other shades. Now next on my arm is Glass Bowl, which I realized I probably could have swatched with my blues, but I didn't. It's what I have left of it. And below it is Earthshine. So again, I don't have much left of those. So like I said, the one right below that darker pink this is Glass Bowl, and then Earthshine. And then below that, I have from Terra Moons, this is Halley's Comet. So I like it because it's kind of like that other pink sparkly shade, but also has a touch of blue to it, which is fun. And then I have 3 Sydney Gray shades. So this is Maids of Milking, Magenta Dreams, and Flannel. So those are, so right underneath that rose, the sparkly Halley's Comet was Maids of Milking. Why did I just blank on the name? Let me look again. Oh yeah, Magenta Dreams, yeah, Magenta Dreams and Flannel. And then these final two that I ran out of room for, this is also from Sydney Grace. This is The Greatest Gift. And so you can see it's supposed to be a duochrome. It is a bit, but it's not super strong. It mostly just comes off either the pink or a little bit more of that green shimmer, but doesn't really change much on my eye. And then this darker shade was actually this purple up here from that brand that's not around anymore. So if I put a black base, it actually looks more of that purple. But otherwise you can see it's actually quite blue underneath. But if you depends on how I hold it. Sometimes you can kind of see the purple. It's almost got like a bit of pink to it. I don't know. I do actually like it. It's a little tricky to work with and I have to do the base, but I do like my purples. And so there you go. That is my pinks and purples, or pink and purple adjacent shades, single shadows. Just to show one more time, the swatches. There's the one arm, there's the other arm, and there's the mess that I have to clean up.